Hello everyone, this is Wills with Windows and Wheels Detailing. I wanted to come to you guys today with a little demo on how we do a touchless wash. So you're not going to need any mitts for this, we're not going to do any scrubbing, it's essentially on and off. It's as quick of a wash as we can do. We do a couple disclaimers, try to do it in the shade if at all possible. We have spotless water so we could do it in the sun, but you're going to get better results in the shade. And if you're using tap water, obviously that's going to help keep down water spots and issues like that. If you're working by yourself, it'll also buy you some more time. If you know us, you know we're big Car Pro fans. Very low on products as far as what we're going to use. We're going to use Iron X for your tires and your rims. Again, we're not going to do any scrubbing. We're going to just use this completely touchless. You might have a little bit of touch-up to do with the towel, but it'll be very minimal, which we'll show you. As far as our foam cannon goes, again, if you do this method, I recommend using a pressure washer. It does do a better job, especially with the foam cannon, which you'll see. We just have some reset mixed into there, coming in at a whopping 1 to 8 dilution. So we only put about this much soap in, the rest of it's water. And then for drying purposes, when we're totally done, we're going to use the Microfiber Madness Dry Me Crazy towel. And then for tires, rims, door jams, etc., Microfiber Madness Slogger. That's it. So I'll have Danny come up and show you what we're working with. We have dust storms in Arizona, and they don't leave things looking pretty. We had customers' cars in the shop the other day, and my car got left out. This was clean. Don't judge me. One more disclaimer: I do have Seacort's Finest on my car. It's coming up on 2 years old now. I think we're at 22 months. It will help your results drastically if you have a good protection underneath this. If you have no wax or sealant or coating underneath, it's not going to release the dirt as easily. So first thing I'm going to start with, Iron X, tires and rims. If you haven't used this, smells like hell, works great. Have Danny come closer.
I don't want to smell it though.
I know, right? So, be pretty liberal with applying it. You can do barrels, faces, and I do tires as well. So you can see it's working already. The color change is basically it just dissolving the iron particles, the brake dust. So, when I'm doing angles like this, try to cover every angle, because if you miss an angle, it's going to be dirty still. Doesn't release the dirt as well if you don't get the product directly onto it. Set time, usually a minute, maybe a minute and a half. We're at about, I think it's about 100 degrees today. In the shade, we're still 90 degrees or so. So you can see it's starting to dry up a little bit. If you need to re-wet it for a little extra dwell time, just hit it a little bit with some water. So my wheels have Seacort's Deluxe on them. Again, a coating on the wheels that helps to protect them, helps them to clean up much easier. But even if you just got regular wheels, this will still remove a whole bunch of it, if not all of it. If you don't got, I got big brakes, so I get a lot of dust. If you got smaller brakes, life is easier. If you got BMW, do it a couple times. Check that one out. Pretty decent. Looks like you killed somebody because it's bleeding all over the place, but so go ahead and go to the other side to the other two wheels real quick, and we'll come back with how to do the paint. All right, done with the other two wheels. A couple things I forgot to mention. I do not like to pre-rinse the wheels because I want the chemical to be as concentrated as possible when it gets in contact. If you got water on it, it's gonna dilute it down. And just make sure your surface is very cool when you apply it. So if you just got done driving, let it cool down a little bit so your product doesn't dry onto the rims. Next step, foam cannon. We get a lot of questions with how we set up our foamer. This is our little snub nose. I think it's about 30 bucks online. You can find it. and it stops here. So essentially you just get a double male piece here and then a female to a female quick connect. And this will just pop right off. It's rusty as hell because we use it once in a while, but this pops right in.
Yeah, just once in a while.
Just once in a while, and you're good. You can adjust here how thick you want it to blow out basically. I always just keep it at the max, and you can adjust here for how wide of a fan. And we're just going to foam up the whole car. I like to go bottom to top all the way around and let it set for a couple minutes and we'll rinse it off. It smells nice too.
I was just gonna say, I would like to note how good that stuff smells.
How little product we use. So this is 36 inches or 36 ounces. And we're down to about 26. So use about 10 ounces of product. And again, most of this is water, so you're saving product this way too. If you do have a lot of bugs up front, it doesn't hurt to take some bug cleaner while it's cool, spray it on it before you do this, and rinse it down. That way you get the bulk of the bugs off. Again, so your heavier cleaner is going to be more concentrate when you spray it on it. Then you can just spray the soap on top of it after you've rinsed it off. Last disclaimer, worst case scenario, if this doesn't work, Yanni's favorite interior product. We were having a barbecue out here the other day. Kingsford. Add a match to this, any interior comes out perfect. Just ask her.
I felt like using that quite a few times the past couple of weeks.
Once or twice, right?
Yeah.
We're not responsible. Do not really do that. It's a joke. Okay. You never know. This is going on the internet. Anything can happen. Get sued. Okay, so it's been setting. Most of the dirt's broken down. And now we're going to pressure wash top to bottom. We're just rinsing the dirt down. That's about it. Up front here, I actually have clear bra, so we'll do a good job on clear bra as well. Again, you have some protection on top of the clear bra. I've got Seaport's Finest on top of mine. It's going to help it clean up even easier.
Usually I would be helping him, but I'm filming him, so.
Usually, and you know, if this pressure washer hose even touches the paint, I'll have 1,500 dislikes on my page. Nobody will follow me anymore.
You're a hack.
I'll be labeled a hack. Exactly. Did not touch the paint. Butter beads. Not bad for 2 years old.
Not at all.
That's it. If I wasn't yapping my big mouth, this would take about 6 or 7 minutes. I think right now we're probably around 12. Again, if I was just doing this normally, I would take our Metro Blaster on the inside, blast the majority of the water off, and then towel dry it. Those things are not cheap. If you don't want to go and spend $300 or $400 on a Metro Blaster, you can use a leaf blower. Just designate it just for this. You can use compressed air. But in this case, I just want to show you the most productless and equipmentless approach that you can do. So we're going to go straight to the Drive Me Crazy. Drive Me Crazy. We've tried a lot of towels. A lot of towels. She's yelled at me so much for wasting money on trying towels. This is the best one we've come across. And this is probably one of the most expensive drying towels we've come across too. But she doesn't yell at me about it because it works.
That's right.
So,
I am with spending money if it saves me work.
right, makes sense.
And
it
if
lasts,
yes,
you know?
and if it lasts, and if it does a great job.
So all of our coated cars that we have coming here for a maintenance wash, we use one of these to dry it with. Manageable size. Usually just fold it up a couple times. I will take the folded edge and kind of use that to guide with, or you can take the back edge and hold it so it doesn't come unfolded while you're wiping, and you're essentially squeegeeing the water off. See, my car's still really wet. This will dry the entire car. I'll start with the glass. Technique pointer, don't do this. This just smears water everywhere and you look stupid. Like I said, when I talk about squeegeeing, you're literally just gonna go one direction with it. So, here, go a little bit slower. And it will absorb all the water. And you can come up here and show it. I guess you could have one more thing to this list. If you have a little bit of bugs left over on the glass, like I got a little bit here, you can just take your window towel and window cleaner and use that to touch it up. I just lost 50 people from viewing this now, just like that. So same thing, we're just gonna go one direction. All the way across. See, the towel's wet, but it's still not leaving streaks behind. Again, go in the same direction. Keep your fibers folded the same way. If you go the other way, it's going to start squishing the water out, and you're working against yourself. The other part I want to know, almost no dirt. So it did actually release the dirt. You're not just smearing it around. The other option you have is you can just fold the towel to another side if you get some dirt or something like that on it. Starting to leave a little bit of water behind. So we're gonna just flip it inside out. Carry on, carry on. And if you know me, again, I really emphasize spotless water. There are units like the CR Spotless you can use. They're a little pricey, but if you're in an area that doesn't have super hard water and you just want to get it to the spotless level, not a bad investment. In our case, we actually have a company near us that rents, they call it mixed bed resin tanks. So essentially what the resins do is they're collecting all the crap that's in the water, the TDS or the total dissolved solids, and then it just spits out straight water. Don't drink it. And make sure you have some sort of a monitor on it. In our case, we have just a light up top. The light goes out, time to switch the tank. So in our case, our company will just come and do a total tank swap. We're not even swapping resins. In the case of a CR Spotless, you'll just empty out the cartridges and put new resin in it.
Like I always take your time drying paint on the car. It could be drying on the wheels. And if it didn't have water here, it could stay on the wheels, especially if you paint with matte. Matte is like staying a lot easier than gloss or unless they're aluminum.
Another product you can use if you got a few extra minutes, Ultima waterless wash, which I use as like a detail spray. If you got any streaks or whatever that you want to go over and touch up, you can, I'll usually use like a crazy pile towel or something, or a boa. Mist down the area and just buff down your streaks. But again, in this case I'm not going to do that. Just to move a little faster. I've been drying the paint forever. Hurry up.
Because you're talking so much.
Yep.
That was his yoga pose right there.
Yoga pose. So we're getting a little bit of dirt there from the lower stuff. Again, just flip to a fresh side. I know dirt on and driving me crazy is like a big no-no, but
It makes me cry a little bit.
it makes her cry a little bit. It does happen though. See our final result. This side's almost completely clean. A little bit of dirt from when I wiped the bottom there. When you wash these, use a detergent that does not have any bleaches in it or softeners or whatever. Micro Restore is what we use. This thing we've been using for about what, 8 months to a year,
About, yeah.
and it still sucks up water like it's new.
And it's still very soft.
Right, exactly. I wouldn't be touching my black car if it was not still soft. Use a slogger. That's kind of like an all-purpose towel. Again, soft, it's edgeless. And again, same idea. Like I was kind of wiping in one direction when I was drying the paint. I like to wipe in one direction like that as I'm drying the rim, because it leaves less streaks and it just allows the dirt to build up in the same direction. If you ever watched a professional window washer and how they kind of follow the squeegee back and forth, same idea. That's how we got our name, Windows and Wheels.
We used to do a lot of
A
windows.
lot of windows.
Not car windows either.
Yeah.
House windows, business windows.
Way back. I mean, we still do them. I mean,
Yes, we do.
but yeah, that's a little trick. So front wheel. That's all the dirt that I got off of it. Compared to what it was, not bad. I can use the same towel to go to the next one. If you want to go back there and stuff your hand in the barrel, you can. If you're looking for a quick cleanup like I was talking about, this is the best way. Towel's still clean enough as you go around. You can fold it inside out, wipe door jams if it's a clean section. Actually, you can use half towel, quarter towel. That's why. Pretty much done. Again, you want to go dress tires, you want to touch up a little bit of lower stuff, whatever you can. In this case, I mean, I still have the majority of my towel clean. So you want to go in with door jams. You have that option. If you're really paranoid, just fold it inside out or grab a fresh towel. And once again, you all know the technique now. Go one direction.
Say it with them.
Say it with me.
One direction.
One direction. I'm a fan.
I knew you were going to say something like that.
You knew it was coming.
I knew it was coming.
I need to get my sarcasticness in there somewhere. Try this part too, please. See some people that totally skip that. Just try this too, please.
Please. You have to bend over so far.
Yeah, I need to get a lifted truck like we were doing the other day, so it
Right.
can be like at normal level. So yeah, that's it. That's pretty much our process. If we're gonna do a quickie, that's how we'll go about it. If you have any questions about it, or if I skip something or whatever, just let me know. For the most part, again, if you're using good soap like Reset, they took a lot of the detergents and stuff out of it. It's gonna rinse very clean. That's why I'm not getting a lot of crap off on my towel. Make sure you don't stinge. Mix it thick enough so that you get enough foam essentially to loosen that dirt so it rinses off really well. Pretty cut and dry. I just talked about it a lot. Make me sound like I'm smart.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to show the finished product
All right, go for it.
because this car is really pretty.
I want to polish it again, but
Yeah, well,
anytime.
it's a black car and we're detailers, so.
Yeah, I'd be polishing it on a weekly basis. Just wrap the whole thing in clear bra.
We've actually had clients do that before. It looks kind of cool.
Very pretty.
Look at those reflections. So nice. Again, pretty clean wheels. Again, for a touchless type method, that's pretty decent. As you remember, all the water spotty loveliness he had up here.
Right.
Looked like a leopard. Oh, you missed a spot.
I missed the
Boink!
part.
Right there. Probably tripped off the windshield wiper.
Probably.
But she's pretty again.
Pretty good. Presentable. Now a dust storm can come in again tomorrow and mess it up.
Right? We got some clouds building back there. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, guys. Hope this was helpful. Hope it wasn't too long for you, but I wanted to show it to you in real time and show we're not taking a mitt behind the camera and actually washing it. This is straight touchless with the exception of when you dry it. So, hope you enjoyed it. This has been Wills and Daniela with Windows and Wheels Detailing. Looking forward to talking to you guys again soon with a new video. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.